How's it going?
Nice. I really like your setup, though. Your
Thanks.
setup is really nice.
Appreciate it.
Really
Yeah, this is the studio. This is where everything happens. This is where I bring everybody in here. It's crazy. Yeah. But if you want some water.
Thanks. How long did it take you to set up?
This has been, I think, like 2 years in the making.
Oh, wow.
Like I was telling you when we were at the gym the other day.
Yeah.
By the way, how are your legs, bro? Because
I was not sore at all.
really, maybe it's because
I wasn't sore.
I was fucking sore, dude.
You were sore?
I was sore. I was like walking around, like I don't know, like legs.
I wasn't sore.
Legs always fuck me up. Like it's like the last thing I want to do. That and like it's like arms. I always do arms first and then legs and then core.
The last time we did that arm day, that day I was sore.
Yeah,
for
I
like
worked your ass out, bro.
Yes, I was out. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's why when you said leg day, I was so worried. Even though it was like, I felt it like during the whole session, but I was surprised I wasn't sore.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like the first time I had gone in a minute, so that was pretty cool. And it was bad, bro, because like I don't know how whenever I get sore, do your legs like ever just like lock up?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And then you like kind of like walk
and
fall. Yeah, that shit was happening like on the daily.
Yeah, no. Definitely. When we had, when we do like soccer, when I would do at my old college, when we had gym days, oh my gosh. Next day, I couldn't. You felt sore within like the hour or two already. So the next day was just worse.
Yeah. So are you still playing? Like, what are you doing? What's going on with you?
Well, so I played at WTC, Western Texas College, for like 2 years. And then I finished there because it's only a JUCO, so it's only 2 years. And then I wasn't going to play anymore. Long story short, I ended up playing again at a new school that's like just barely open, like in 2010. Super new.
Whoa,
like,
that's crazy.
That's a new
What is
school.
new schools like?
Oh my gosh, campus is ass. I'll tell you that right now. But
do you remember when like Cy Park like just had opened? Like we were like still in middle school when it just opened. Were you here around here at that time?
What grade?
I think it was like 8th or 9th, like our freshman year.
Freshman
year was
I
like
was
the
at
first
Kayla.
class.
I was at Kayla Middle School.
Did you hear about Cy Park at all?
No, I heard about Cy Park my freshman year.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of my friends were like, "Oh yeah, no, a lot of the kids from Hopper went to Cy Parks, and they wanted to go to the new school, and Springs was ghetto." And I was like,
yeah, exactly. So like that, it was cool because like I was just like how you were talking about right now. It was like, you know, you got to see a new school like develop and stuff like that, and like that first freshman class was the first like class of that school.
Yeah, but to me that's different because CFIC is a public school, so it's government. This is private. So the campus isn't, to me, campus is nothing like any type of college campus. Not in a good way, in a bad way.
Really?
Yeah, it's literally just one building that's 9 stories high. That's it.
Yeah. No,
and it's just literally like a square hallway. Like this is so ugly.
No way, that's crazy.
Yeah, and their athletics program started with the football team. And then after that, they added basketball. And then after basketball, they added soccer. And then they added women's soccer. And then a women's basketball. So it's like, yeah.
No, it's cool you say that, though, because, like, it shows you that, like, not everybody's, like, literally school is, like, money. Like, it's a business.
It is.
It's really a business.
But also, the school is a private school. And they have money. They just choose where to invest it and where not to invest it in.
Yeah, 100%.
Which I think is crazy because, if I'm honest, I've heard the school has grown a lot due to the athletic department area.
Yeah.
But who knows? I could be wrong. I'm only a student, so I only see it as a student point of view. So.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I was at A&M in Texarkana for about a year, and it's really cool seeing like small schools like that because like, they only got like 3-4 buildings, you know, and like.
Wait, you went to the school in Texarkana?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to go play there. We played there.
Yeah,
that was
soccer.
Our first game.
Yeah, soccer stuff.
Oh my gosh, those girls can play.
Yeah.
And then we got blown. We got blown out. But I went into their gym.
Yeah.
They have such a nice like building for just athletics. So nice. So nice.
Their gym, their basketball court is really nice, you know, and then they have like a nice little lake down, like not that far from there. And that's where people would go just run and walk around. I go there like all the time and shit like that. And it's really cool. I like small little places like that, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, have you ever been to College Station? Bro, College Station is crazy, dude. College Station is insane, dude. Like it's It's like it's a town. It literally is a town. It's a college town. Like,
yeah, that's how so WTC is like an hour and a half away from Lubbock.
Yeah.
And Lubbock is where Texas Tech is.
Right.
So when we'd go, so most of the girls, when they wanted to go out on the weekend and club and stuff, we'd go to Lubbock. Lubbock, small town. Those clubs are literally like the size of this times 4. You know, so it's so small, like so small, and it's like, yeah. It's crazy. Everyone there is from Texas Tech or Lubbock Christian. And it's just...
It's like they all know each other. They all grew up with each other. Yeah,
and they just...
Small towns are wild, bro.
Yes. All you see, you walk out, you just see these cops chasing these, like, white guys, like, little white guys, and they're just... I'm just like, oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and actually, like, it really shows you, like why people are racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you had any racist encounters, like, in small towns like that, but, like, I had a few.
No, yeah, I actually have had one. So my friend, she's from Colombia. She's international. She came to play soccer.
Okay. That's tight.
Yeah,
That's tight.
so she's...
Colombians, bro.
Yeah,
Colombians, bro.
She actually started, she's barely started speaking English.
Okay.
So, and I was actually someone who was able to, like, somewhat teach her English, because with me... I can't really speak a lot of Spanish, but I understand Spanish. Okay. So with her,
we're in the same pickle, buddy.
Spanglish. So she would speak to me in Spanish, and I tell her something in English, and she'll understand. And she would try to, like, vice versa, try to, like, learn.
Yeah.
So we went to the club, right? And this girl. So this club had garage doors, right?
Okay.
They opened the garage doors, and then there's these railings that are, like, up this high. And I don't know, something happened, like something chaotic just happened, and the everyone started jumping over the railings to go through the garage doors into the club without waiting in the line.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the kids who jumped over.
Okay.
So I jumped over with her and, like, a few of my other friends from the group.
Yeah.
But this girl brought in a drink that wasn't served by the club.
Oh.
She bought in, like, those, like...
And that's a no-no.
Those cans, yeah.
Yeah.
And this girl was swinging it up in the air, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Get that bitch!
You should see this tall, like, 6-foot white guy come up to us. We'll come up to her, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, you don't even have a band. We don't even serve those drinks. Ooh. He's yelling in her face, but she's confused because she doesn't speak any Spanish.
That's fucked up.
I mean, any English. She doesn't speak any English. And she pulls my hand, right? And she's like, Spanish, like, Mimi, I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. Like, can you tell him I don't speak English, blah, blah, And then I was like, oh, I'm sorry, she doesn't speak. But think about it. We're in a freaking club. Crazy, like, freaking loud, and everyone's being crazy. So this guy doesn't even believe me. He thinks I'm, like, bullshitting him. So then he gets in my face.
Like, I wonder how many Hispanics pull that card, because, like, I pulled that card every now and then too. I play stupid.
And then I was just like, oh my god. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But I really wouldn't count that as racist, because honestly, I understand.
I think it was just like a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding him doing his job.
Yeah,
but, like, it was crazy, because that's probably like the closest, but that's not, to me, I don't really consider it that. But, some people are really crazy with some people, like, social media taking things out of context, so that probably is something that could have been
happening. One thing that I kind of learned not that long ago, that I was talking to my barber about this, bro, but, like, Asian hate, like, that shit's real. Like, I didn't realize how real, like, Asian hate was, but, like, they, like, Asian people are, like scum, bro. Like, not like, I'm not trying to shit talk or anything, but, like, they, like, some people do not treat Asian people, like, right, bro. Like, I think it's, like, you can make fun of an Asian person, like, easily. And I might be, like, I might, like, twist my words here. I probably am not explaining this right. But, like, I've encountered a lot of, like conversations with other people, Asian people, and, like, man, like, people can make stereotypes, like, easily, and not, like, I guess that nobody would bat an eyelash about that. You get what I'm saying? Like, one thing is, like, you call a white dude a cracker. Who gives a fuck, right? But you can't say the N-word. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like one of those things where, like, there's so much, like, information, so much, like, going on that Asian, like, stereotypes has kind of, like, been suppressed so down low that you can just about say anything, like, Asian people can't drive. You get what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, I know it, yeah.
In a little bit. I was kind of going on off a little tangent, like, but, like, that's kind of what I've been picking up recently. It was a different conversation. I had to, like, probably have that conversation with him just to, like enlighten what they was. I'm kind of chopping it up and pretty much, like, I'm bullshitting whatever he said, but, like, Asian hate is a real thing, and it's like kind of being suppressed, if that makes sense. So that was what I was going on. I don't know what the fuck I was going with that, but
dang, you just have all these sparkling thoughts.
dude, my mind, I hate my
everywhere,
fucking
right?
mind, bro. Like my mind is always like.
You started with college, now we're over here.
Yeah, dude, because like I think that's why like, I like doing this, because I could just boom, 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 and all of a sudden we're here, and all of a sudden we're there. You know what I'm saying? But I think what it started off as like kid. Like I'm pretty sure I'm not diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. So like I think that's why like I'm able to like boom, 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 and then I noticed like growing up, like I wasn't able to like fully comprehend, like commit to something, if that makes sense. And after I started like hitting the gym, like working out there, like at Dynamic, like for some reason I was able to like that gives me like the ability to like do things now. So it's like I would never use a calendar. Like you remember like in elementary school you had to use like a planner.
I still use a planner, if I'm honest.
Okay, well I hated using it. You know what I'm saying? But now I started using it because like I'm able to use it. You know, but like back then I wasn't able to use that shit because I just like, what the fuck is this for? It's like my mind just didn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I got, you know me, bro. I've made like stupid ass decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So
definitely.
So it's like I don't know what it like. Whatever wasn't wired finally got turned on.
I feel like everyone when they grow up have that like switch where they realize, you know,
like oh shit,
like I got to do something with my life. You know, that conversation we had. Yeah. Like. You know, someone just...
Dude, we talked there for like 20 minutes. Just, like, sitting there in the middle
because it's true. It's really true. Like, for me, I've always been worried about what I was going to do after high school. So it was always, like, in my mind. But that's because I'm first generation. So, like, I didn't want to not go to college. Because I just feel like my parents just wasted their whole time with everything they went through, you know? So that's why I was like, dang. So I was always worried about... which college am I go to, this and that. And then COVID freaking happened.
And I think also another worry was, like, in high school is, like, what college you were going to. Because, like, at that time, that was still, like, we were still in, like, popularity mode. Like, hey, like, what looks good on us? You get what I'm saying? Like, right now, I don't give a fuck. Nobody really gives a fuck about, like...
Yeah, what college you went to? Yeah, nobody really cares.
No gives a shit, dude.
Especially after COVID. Nobody cares.
Nobody gives a fuck. But I remember that, like, in high school, I'm pretty sure you remember that, too, where, like, people were like, hey, if you're going to A&M, you're the shit. You're going to Texas State? Dude, that's dope. Yeah. Sam Houston. That's like, you know what I'm saying? But like now, it's crazy. But I get what you're saying, where it's like you're wild, and then not only that, you got all your family, like your history kind of just like on top of that too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's a bit of a drag.
Yeah, but I also have a tendency of like putting that pressure on myself, you know? Because my parents have never, like, been pressuring, like, me. It's more, I do it to myself. And that's one thing I hate about myself. But I've learned, like, after my freshman year of college, I've learned how to, like, manage the stress. Okay. And how not to, like, overload myself.
How do you do that?
With expectations that nobody really sets on me. I set them on myself. So, I mean, the way I deal with that is, like, I usually take everything day by day. So the thing about WTC, it's such a small college. Okay. So small, like, smallest town I've ever been to, yeah. So, like, there's only, like, one Walmart. I work there, actually, and I see the same people every day. Same people every single day. And it was just crazy.
Yeah, people, like, they got a certain look, too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they got a certain look.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just a really, really small town. So, it's just you're able to focus on school, work, and then I was doing soccer, so I was able to focus on soccer. So, I was able to, like, stick with the schedule every single day. Yeah. And, like, time manage well. So, because there's no distractions. No distractions, especially, like, because here in Houston, so many distractions.
It's fucking a ton, bro.
So many distractions. Yeah. Over there, if you want a distraction, you got to drive an hour and a half away. Who wants to freaking drive an hour and a half away? Nobody. Yeah. Well, some people, but for me, personally, nah. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. So, yeah, it was just, that's how I was able to, like, manage it. So, like, me moving back to Houston, it wasn't that hard. Like, any of those distractions didn't really, like... I don't think they really, like, phased me in a way because
you already
I was so used to the small town and, like, silence. Very,
Yeah, and I bet, like, this is going off, but, like, I remember going to sleep at night in the small town I was living in, and it was just, like, quiet. Like, it was just silent. So quiet. Like, what the fuck? Like, we went on a walk yesterday, too, bro, and I was, like, I was telling Alessandra, I was like, bro, like, imagine if, like, everything was just quiet. Like, just silent, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of a... Like if that does things to your mind in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because you're here, you're always being stimulated by some type of like audio or like a car passing by, some type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But you know, being out there in those small places, and then I was out there in college too, where whenever the freeze happened. Do you remember that, the freeze, like that big ass freeze?
We had 2 freezes over there.
No way.
Cause WTC is right between Abilene and Lubbock in West Texas.
Okay.
So it snowed there. The 2 years I was there, it snowed each year, like twice. But the worst freeze we had was my sophomore year, where they had like ice balls like this big, breaking windshields and windows.
That's like hell.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, whenever we had it, like the snow was up to because I was right there, like Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? So like the snow's up to our knees, and like I was out of work. I didn't go to school for like a whole week. It was nice. It was actually really awesome. It was really fun, but it just like it was crazy because like everything shut down, and like I said, we would go outside like at night, and like there's no cars because like I said, there's no you can't drive anywhere, so it's just like eerily silent, and like the only thing you could really hear is like the wind, and like the wind sometimes would sound like a like screaming like ghost almost. Like does that?
Oh yeah,
I
kind of get what you get.
Yeah, so it was like it would be creepy, bro. But I remember we would like walk out like at like late as fuck at night and just going through the snow, and like the only footprints you would see was like ours, and just like this thick of like snow that you're walking through. It was crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy time. It's a crazy time. So, but I think the living in small towns like really like shows you like how other people live too, and like they think like entirely different than us. Like not entirely, but it's like they have something that we don't have, if that makes sense. Like they're in tune with like another, like I think it might be vice versa. Like we're in tune with something more. I'm not trying to say we're better than them. What I'm saying is like we just have seen more than what they have seen. Like I was talking to like 30, 40-year-old dudes, and I've like, and I don't want to say like I've lived more than them, but like I've done a lot more than they have.
Oh, yeah, because the small towns, you're limited to things you can do.
Yeah, it's really crazy, bro. Super crazy.
So that small town had a movie theater. Oh my gosh. It was actually cool because I felt like I was, like, back, I don't know, in, like, the 90s or something. Because
it's a time capsule. That's what it is.
Yes, because when you go in there, when you go into a movie theater, it's the size of like, a Family Dollar.
No way.
Yes.
Okay, you were in a way smaller town than I was.
Oh, yeah, it was small.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, it was small. It was like the size of Family Dollar. And they only have 2 showing rooms. And you know how, like, the regular Cinemark here has, like, the stairs like this?
Okay.
It's not. It's like this. It's really low.
Okay. Oh,
really
whoa.
Low. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And it's so small, like, super small.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Alamo Theater. Have you ever been to that one?
No.
There's an Alamo Theater, like, not that far. I don't know where it's at, but I get what you're saying. Like, it's like a small place. Yeah, it's
super cool. Yeah. It was, we did that for a team bonding. It was so much fun.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a good experience.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah,
That's pretty tight. Like,
really good experience.
like just living how other people live is just like something you learn. Like, it's really cool. Like that, being able to travel. And I tell my sister, because she's like in that process of like, you know, should I go to Lone Star? Should I go like and just do like 2 years doing basics and then go somewhere like?
Did she do like sports or anything?
No, she didn't do any sports, something like that. But I was like, bro, like if you have the chance to fucking leave, like go. Like leave,
yeah,
bro.
That's what I've had conversation with that with some of the. So when I transferred to NAU, that's the new school I go to. There aren't a lot of transfers there. Most of the people there are like freshmen, sophomores. So a lot of the girls were freshmen, and they actually one of them committed to Texarkana. And she was just talking to me like about how my experience was and all this and that. And I told her, she's like, dang, this doesn't feel like that. And I was like, well, yeah, it's a new program. What do you expect? Like, where our program only has a certain amount of money. Like, you're only going to get like 2 practice uniforms. That's it. We didn't have backpacks, nothing.
No way.
At WTC, we got backpacks, 3 sets of practice uniforms that include 3 different shirts, 3 different shorts, and we got like 4 pair of socks, 2 sets of game jerseys, like game day uniforms, and then we got like travel sweats, polos, and then just other fun things if they were in the what do you call it? The soccer like closet thing where they have all the equipment stored and stuff.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, if they had those, they would pass them out and stuff. Mm-hmm. But here, no. You get two sets of practice uniforms, and they're the exact same. They're the exact same.
Wow.
Yeah, and I told her, I was like, that's...
Well, yeah, well, I mean, like I said, like, it's a business, bro, so you really got to think about what you're, like, where you're going, what you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking to my friend, too, and he plays college ball. He plays basketball. And he's like, bro, like, honestly, like, college is cool, dude, but it's not like the movies. Like, it's not like...
Oh, no.
Isn't...
I think maybe if you go to, like, Texas State or... Yeah, but,
you go to, like, one of those places is crazy.
Yeah, but if you go to, like... JUCO schools, I don't think so.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's one thing about the girls that I've talked to. They were like, always feel that JUCO schools aren't like that good. I'm like, JUCO school athletes go to D1 schools all the time.
Yeah.
Like our boys team went to nationals twice.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and it's like
a lot of them got picked up by D1 schools. Like there's one of them in California right now. Like like it's
And it's the thing is like we want everything to be like this straight linear path. When it's like it's not. But
also,
like that.
I think it's also because in high school you're taught only that one path.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear about JUCO until my senior year,
mm-hmm.
and it was my soccer coach. Because she was like, "Oh yeah, I played at Blinn College. Like you should do JUCOs. Like that's fine. You don't have to go D1. You don't have to go D2.
Mm-hmm. You
don't have to go NIA to a 4-year private. You don't.
Yeah.
Because think about those schools are expensive.
Yeah, and it's like you're paying a lot just for shit you can get at these places for a lot cheaper.
And honestly, at those schools,
mm-hmm.
An athletic scholarship of like $5,000 doesn't do shit. I mean, it saves money. Yeah, it saves you money. But that's only like FAFSA gives you money.
Yeah.
But like someone like me, my parents, they've worked hard to get themselves in middle class, and it sucks because they thought, middle class, they would open opportunities and stuff. Nope.
Yeah.
When you're middle class, the government does not help you with your education.
How am I broke enough to not get this, bro? Like, I'm rich enough for this, but I'm broke enough for that. It's like, you're, like, caught in this.
Yeah, so my mom was, like, kind of upset, and she was kind of bummed out.
Yeah.
So that's why, after that, I didn't want to go to any 4 years, because I didn't want to do loans, because I already knew, community college was an option. So I was going to go to Lone Star originally, but then, COVID happened, and then my coach was like, just go play soccer, and I was like, no, and then she sent film out. And then she ended up getting me 2 offers at WTC and Ranger College.
And that's cool because so if you send film out, film is so important too.
Yeah.
Like if you're like a senior or you're a junior, like start fucking. If you really want to go play for a school, like start recording yourself. Because like that shit is like the newest like.
But it also happens with coaches. I feel like
coaches.
To me,
you're right.
To me, coaches. I'm like I was never a driven player. Mm-hmm. Where I was like, I mean, I practiced and, went to go play with friends, but I was never, like, hardcore about it. Mm-hmm. So I would never, like, go record myself. The only reason I had film is because my coach provided the film.
Yeah, because you don't know any better.
You don't know any better. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be, like, 16 and be like, oh, yeah, let me go buy a camera to go record myself play because I'm thinking about college. Mm-hmm. That when I turn 18, like no, a 16-year-old is not thinking about college. Like if anything, they're freaking worried about freaking assignments that need to be due next week. So honestly, to me, it depends a lot on your coach. And one thing, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my high school coaches were not that good at all.
Yeah.
But one thing I do appreciate is that she actually went out of her way to like help a lot of like at least few of us girls go to go play college ball.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I do appreciate.
What's it like out there? What's it like when you're out there, playing with these girls? Like, how are they? What's the community like?
Well, NAU and WTC are two different environments, but... Right.
Start off with your first one then.
WTC? Yeah. Probably the best. Like, I think over there I learned what a team really is, Because at Cy Springs, I mean, yeah, we had a team, but I don't think our coaches helped us at all. There was too much, like... pride and individual people like keeping to themselves and not actually like wanting to work as a team and stuff. But over there, like
because like I said, you're still in popularity mode.
So over there, I don't know what it was, but like everybody was driven, everybody was on the same page, and everybody was there for each other. And it's that honestly, that's really hard to hear in a girl sport.
Because women are crazy. We talked about it.
Girls can be crazy.
Women are something else,
especially in sports. Like it is, and to me, it just amazed me how much like these like girls, like worked together instead of against each other. Yeah. And honestly, I wish we could have gone further than we did because we were just short by players. And, it's hard to play with 13, 14 girls with 90-minute games against other colleges.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what that is, bro. Like, why are women like that? You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't mean to cut you off, brother, but it's like, I went to go work with my mom. Like, I just went to go, like, she needed help putting up some blinds at her, like, office. She works with, like, a bunch of, like, phlebotomists, like, medical field type shit, right? Mm-hmm. And I gained so much respect for her just in that one day because, like, she works with just nothing but women, you know what I'm saying? And it's, like, these are, like, older women, right? They're, like, in their 30s, 40s, right? And, dude, like, just in that one, like, that first hour that I was there, I was like, bro, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, it was just, like, I'm not trying to say, like, I'm sexist or anything. It's just, like, whatever it is, like, when there's a whole bunch of women together, like, there's this thing, like they're ready to, like, you know?
I really don't know what you mean, but I mean...
well, maybe because, like, maybe, I don't know, but it's, like, when I walked in there, dude, like, I was the only male that was in there.
Yeah.
And not only that, like, when I walked in there, I also had a hickey on my neck.
Oh, my gosh.
So when I walked in, like, everyone was just, like, and then I'm over there, I'm doing man shit. And then
man shit.
Yeah. And then, like, all these women are just, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was really weird, but, like, bro, like, it's like this, like, it's like they have the surface level of how they act, and then there's that under level of, like, what they're really thinking, what's really going on in their heads. And then they, they share things, like, with their, like, I don't know, like, girls can, like, telepathically talk to each other without even saying a word. And, so that's something us guys can't do because we're just fucking stupid. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. Like, every time I've been in a group of women, bro, like, they're ready to, like, you know, like, I don't know what that is. And I'm probably doing a bad, like, explanation of what I'm talking about.
I'm sure some people can relate with you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sure. It's really crazy. And so it's like, I could only imagine, like, what it's like being, you know, a girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to know, like, if they had, if there was, like, a tube machine, I could walk in and, like, transform into a girl and, like, like, not, like, fake shit, like, actual, like, I can turn into, I would do it, like, just to see what's up. Yeah, just see what's up, bro. Like, I want some boobs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know, that'd be tight. Yeah,
but those girls are great. Like, those group of girls, honestly, yeah, they're really inspiring. Because they made me want to be better. And to me, I've never been in a team where your teammates make you feel like, you know, you want to improve and be better for your teammates, not for yourself.
Yeah, and it's like you have this view of yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit, this dude is like way better than I am. Like, this is like not just like in a physical, but like they're just a good person.
Yeah, and
like,
it makes you want to live.
Yes.
It wants you to work hard to their standard or like, you know, just please them in a way. But like as, you know, as teammates, right? Yeah. But, and honestly, that's one thing I do miss. Because when I transferred to this new school, it was so much like, there's just so much like, oh, like you're your own person, this and that, right?
Yeah.
And also, I'm not gonna really speak about it much because I'm sure anybody who hears this, I don't really want to share my opinions about it since it's still fresh.
No, I want to. This is
no,
why we
I
do
know,
it.
But the thing is that, you know, I don't know if people will watch this and you know, keep it fresh. Like, oh, she said this at this podcast.
Fuck this bitch.
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with like the girls or anything. I think the girls are really sweet and kind, and honestly, a lot of them. We only have 2 transfers, so one was from Angelina and one was from Blinn.
Okay.
And everyone else, they're like new to like college ball and stuff. And it is a different level, especially since, if anything, I think all the schools we played were way harder than the schools I played at WTC. Because at WTC, I only played we played a good amount of JUCO schools and AIAs, and we played like maybe 3 Division II schools, which, oh my God, those schools, they're challenging, but we only lost like 1-2 or 2-0. We kept our ground for those teams. It was
and you can't underestimate
experience.
your opponent, bro.
Yeah, it was a good experience. It was a great experience. But here we're playing like Texarkana. We played. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of these schools? Texarkana. University of Houston at Victoria.
Okay. St. Thomas have a soccer team?
Navarro. We played Navarro. They're ranked. They're ranked JUCO school nationally.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh, I can't think of these schools. We played 4-year schools, some challenging 4-year schools. Can't think of them on top of my head, but it's Red River Conference. I don't know if you've heard of that conference.
No. Tell me about it.
Red River? Your school is in that conference. Texarkana is in the Red River Conference.
Dog, but I was concerned about a lot of other shit than that, bro. I was not concerned about that.
Okay, well, yeah, that conference is actually one of the most competitive conferences.
I like soccer, bro, but I'm not into soccer like that.
Oh my gosh. But the other sports are in that conference too.
Okay. Actually, softball. That's what I'm into, like softball and baseball. So softball, I have heard about that.
The Red River Conference with softball?
Yes. I've heard about that.
So, yeah, it's a pretty challenging conference. And all the schools we played, we got blown out 7-0, 8-0. I felt like I was in high school again.
Oh my god, yes,
we got blown out all the time.
Oh my god, what is that? What is that like for you? Like whenever you get blown out?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. That first game we played Angelina. Angelina is also nationally ranked. And Angelina's a JUCO school, really good. There's a few players there from Houston that they freaking play amazing. I love watching them play.
I said they're our age and y'all guys play like that. Like what the fuck?
Like, I don't know.
Like
but
y'all guys are crazy.
So after WTC, we trained at NAU, blah blah blah, this and that. In my opinion, I don't think the trainings are nothing compared to WTC. And because they're just not intense enough. They're not intense. I think the structure is very high school-like. In my opinion, my experience. I mean, everybody there probably can think different. That's fine. I'm not really, like, shitting on it. It is what it is. A training is a training. I still try, right? Yeah. But, yeah, it's definitely a lot different from the way WTC is structured. Okay. But it's because WTC, honestly, the coach there, sometimes he stressed me out. But what coach does it? In my opinion. But he was a really good coach. Yeah. He doesn't coach there anymore. But, so at NAU, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. NAU, oh my gosh, what were we talking about? This is what happens when I rant.
This is cool though. Like I said, this is a podcast, bro. We can do whatever the fuck we want here, man. No, that's tight.
But what was I saying? Oh my gosh, what was my point? See, you forgot too.
I was listening, but whenever your train crashed, my train crashed too.
Really? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I was like, cause, like right now, dude, like I've gotten, I kind of miss because we just hopped back on social media. I mean, you've seen it too. Like I literally just hopped back on.
Because you were gone for a long time. I
was gone.
Like the first time I saw you, you were at the gym, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that Jason?
Yeah.
I'm not the type to go up to people and be like, oh hey, what's up? Like I haven't seen you in a long time.
We were working out next to each other for a minute. I didn't even realize we were next to each other.
Yeah.
Because my glasses were off. Like I don't work out with my glasses on. So, because
I don't remember, but I remember our conversation, but I don't remember you being right next to me.
Oh, not right next.
You passed by me and you were like, Mimi?
Yeah.
And I was like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, that's Jason.
Yeah, bro. It's really crazy. Yeah.
Last time I saw you, I don't even remember, but it was in high school.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then I don't know where I just, hey. It's literally what happened. Yeah. So, I went underground for a minute and, when we started doing this, and then, so we just hopped back on and, honestly, I told him, I was like, bro, I hate being on social media, you know what I'm saying? Because, fuck, dude, it's so, it's just,
really?
Bro, sometimes I'm just, dead, just, looking at whatever the fuck I'm looking at.
It does kill a lot of time.
It does, bro. And, but not only that, it's, now that we're doing this, this month is, completely booked. I had already told you. Yeah. And then also, next month, and then May is already filling up, too. So, it's, I've been talking to a lot more people. I've been getting a lot more busy, and it's just a lot of just and then sometimes I kind of miss being away from everything, even though
I feel like a lot of social media influencers feel like that.
I fucking hate it.
People who are on social media all the time.
Yes, I hate it, bro. I don't enjoy doing it, but it's that's the only way I can make this kind of get better and expand the audience and get people on too, because that's the plus side of it. That's what I'm saying. I'm able to talk to people and stuff like that. But it is kind of crazy. Where you're just it's just a lot, dude. And I didn't realize how I can only imagine models and influencers I'm not shit. I'm nothing. I'm still right. But I can only imagine what it's gonna be whenever we're up and it's you're getting 20K views per video. So it's really scary. It's really scary. And then So like that's kind of what's been going on, bro, and it's fun and all, but at the same time it's kind of cool because I'm able to see shit like that other people are doing. So it's like that's like, you know, I was able to see like your photography stuff. So like when'd you start doing that? When'd you get into that?
About a year ago. The only reason I got into it is because my first roommate, when I went through 4 roommates in college. Out of 2 years, I went through 4 roommates. Happens. But it's not because of bad things, because, you know, they left, come back.
Yeah.
Anyways, but it was my first college roommate. She had a camera, actually.
Yeah.
And she would go take pictures of the guys when they play. And yeah, she would post, and I was like, that's so cool. Mm-hmm. But I've always been around cameras, because in high school I remember going to like photography room and stuff, and I would see like the camera, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you're
so
an artist too, like you
and you know, for me, I was like, it wouldn't be bad for me to go to like photography, because I mean, I used to draw and paint, and I've worked on like computers.
You still doing that or no?
I haven't painted in a long time. Yeah. And it's crazy because I have so much like supplies. No, I half of it's like so much from springs.
I have a shit ton of supplies that I do not. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I started for like about a year, and yeah, now I'm here. Yeah. I feel like I could go further than where I am, or grow faster.
Yeah.
But thing is that it's kind of hard to like balance with like school, and I did soccer and just work, because I work at the university too, and I do photography there. So I have to edit over like 500 pictures a week.
Damn, for real.
And sitting at a screen all day, oh my gosh, I hate it.
Yeah.
So after sitting at a screen all day, when I get out of work, I don't even want to be on my phone. And then people are like texting me.
Away.
Yeah, and then I have my business people texting me like, hey, like I want these kind of pictures. Are you available? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like
you want to be, but it's like, dude, like, yes. But that's the cool thing though. It's like it's your responsibility. Like you're able to do that.
That's one thing I do like. Yeah. That's one thing I do like. Especially when it comes to your own business, I feel like everything's like like you said, in your control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's one thing I do like.
Yeah, like you're the boss.
Yeah, you're
your
own boss.
Yeah. Boss. That's how I kind of feel with this too. You know, it's like I do all the editing, I do all the talking, like I do the getting people on. You know, so I do pretty much everything, and not mostly everything. But it is cool because like it's like, oh, like this is my thing. Like I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, like I don't know, it's kind of like having like a fucking torch, and you're able to like light it this way, light it that way. It's a really cool experience.
But my favorite thing also about working at the school as a photographer and then working on my own for my business.
Yeah.
I love meeting new people. Like just socially networking
is great.
Bro. I love it. I meet like, I don't know. I like meeting people and hearing like their story or like.
And you can't do that if you're like shy. That's one thing. Like. But I think even if you are shy, like it naturally will like break those barriers down, because like you're forced to. Yeah. Hey, I'm Mimi. I do this. Yada yada yada.
Honestly, I think I was always shy. I probably still do it too, because sometimes I don't know if you noticed. Because I felt myself turn red like 3 times already. Yeah. But
yeah, it happens. Bro.
But that always happens to me. That's one thing about me that I always hated, especially in high school. I still do it in college when I present. Like, and it's crazy though, because I do it in front of a classroom presenting, but I talk to all of those athletes, like, you know, like, I've had at least, like, a little bit of conversation with them because I work at the school.
Right.
So I'm like, why am I shy? Like, you know, it's all a mental thing, but sometimes my introverted side kicks in. I don't want to talk to anybody.
And
but that's my job. Like, I have to, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, no, and I think like everybody, like, the whole thing is like, oh, I'm only introverted, or like I'm only extroverted, and I was like, nah, like I think we're all both.
Yeah, I think we're all both.
Because like we can do this. We can talk. I don't give a fuck who I talk to. I'm out there. We go party. All that kind of bullshit right there. But it's like at times I just want to, like I said, how I was talking about earlier. Like I just want to be like alone in like a box, and like I don't want to hear anything. I don't hear anybody, because it's just like so much that's not. I think what it is, it's so much that's not in my control. That freaks me out, and I want to be able to have everything that's in my control. Like just, I want to be like sheltered away. If that makes sense? You know what I'm saying? So it sucks, because like you have to be in both worlds. You can't just be in one, especially with the person you are and what you like to do. Like we have to go out there, put ourselves out there, and then we're able to come back. You know what I'm saying? So it's a really cool thing, but it is like a learning the balance, bro, and it's draining. It's fucking draining.
Yeah, especially
like socially talking to people, and like, and it's like you're putting on a face, Like, you're selling yourself in a sense.
Yeah.
If that
If
makes
anything,
sense.
also, I think it causes a lot of stress, overthinking, anxiety.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to say the wrong thing to piss the wrong group of people off, and then they're freaking attacking you for some shit you weren't really thinking about saying.
Yeah.
So then you just get shitted on it for it, and then the world just blows up in your freaking face. Like, and then it's just...
But I think that's why it's cool, because I'm able to, like, go back into my hole. Like, at any moment, I could stop doing this and we're done.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Same thing with you. You don't have to take any pictures anymore. Just do your life, go to school for whatever you're going to school for, carry on with your life. Who gives a fuck? But it's like we have this innate, like, let me put this out there because this looks cool to me. You get what I'm saying? And but at this point, what I hope doesn't happen is just like I'm fucking like, I don't want to just like get numb, because like I already kind of noticed myself getting numb to certain things.
Like what? Like
I don't give a fuck about some shit that I say. You know what I'm saying? But I do have to like be careful of the things that I do, because like I told you about it, or like
you told me that you've been blunt and where you tend to hurt people's feelings. But
yeah,
you don't mean to.
I don't mean to, but it's like
yeah.
I'm just that, like that's how bad it's gotten, I guess, where it's like you know, you want to be that person that like kind of just like out there give a fuck, but it's like everything has its consequence in a way, where like now I'm getting too numb to some of the shit that I say, and I gotta kind of like catch myself every now and then. Yeah. And like I told you, like I had to delete a video because like it was bad, it was stupid shit that I did, but like, you know, it's just like at the same time, like I'm not thinking how other people, sometimes I'm so concerned about myself that I really don't put myself in other people's shoes. Yeah, and like see how they're feeling, see how they're thinking, if that makes sense. Just because I'm always in go mode, you know what I'm saying? I'm like I think that's one of the problems. That's one of the problems I have with like hustle culture, because you're just like, fuck everybody, get money, fuck your friends, all this kind of shit, right? But you don't really see the fucking toes you're stepping on. You don't see the people you're pissing off. You don't, like, you're just kind of just doing you, and you're in this selfish mode where you're just like, go. You're doing well, you're progressing, you're doing all this shit for your life. Yeah. But, you know, there's like a lot of shit behind you that you're not really like fucking, you know, thinking about. Like you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense. I get it.
And so that's kind of my dilemma. That's my issue right now. That's my problems. I don't mean this to be like a whole therapy session, but therapy's crazy. Do you do therapy?
No, I don't do therapy. Yeah. The way I handle all my stress, I just take a break from all of it. I step back from all of it, and I just reevaluate everything. And then I set out my schedule again for the week, and I'm like, all right, that's good. Like, let's just, you know, that's how I do it.
How do you schedule shit? Like, how did you get into scheduling?
You want to see?
Yeah, show me.
I use Google Calendar, actually.
Google Calendar.
Never
heard of it.
It looks better on a computer, but this is how I schedule everything.
Oh, it looks pretty.
So
I suck at
is
technology.
Spring break. Oh, I don't want to talk to them. So spring break. Let's look into like this week.
Yeah. See,
I can take. So I went to gym in the morning. So that's pretty much just because I proud of myself. But I do that.
Yeah, the gym makes
But the way I do that, I don't schedule it the day up. Like I don't schedule it ahead. I schedule it when I'm done. I schedule it when I'm done.
Okay.
So I feel like, oh shit, like I did that
You're
today.
accomplished.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because like you could schedule things and then not do them.
Yeah.
And
so that's one
it's
thing
like
I
a
learned about
reminder
gym.
of like, hey, you're a fucking fuck up. You know
yeah, because then I see my calendar, I'm like, oh shit, consistent. Because gym is like purple. So like I see, purple. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking break this shit. I'm gonna go the next day, right?
Right.
So then I just have like classes online. I usually like leave time gaps because sometimes they leave a little earlier. That's one thing I had to learn how to do, because at WTC everything was super close, so I never had to like do travel time.
Yeah.
Like I never had to like even put that in as a factor. But living in Houston, if you're gonna be in one location, another location, you have to add like an hour.
Drive time.
And you have to I don't schedule it, but I have to leave an hour gap between so many things.
Yeah, because and especially in the side of your town you're at on, like that shit is stupid, bruh.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, that's usually how it is, and it's really nice because it's free, and that's how I schedule like clients and stuff. Like for me, for personal business, like later today I have a maternity session, and then. Yeah, and then since spring break, I've been scheduling, like, re-meeting with people. So I'm going to meet with, like, Janelli. I'm actually going to meet with Anielli this week. Hopefully she's not busy. But, you know, you reconnect with friends, you know?
Right.
So that's why I use, like, so during breaks, I always reconnect with friends and stuff. Because when I'm busy, I can't. Like, I can't because I'm working 7 days out of the week.
Yeah.
Like, Monday through Friday, I'm working at the school, going to school, and then putting gym in there, and then I have to make time for homework. And I'm not gonna lie, those 1300 level classes are killing me. The junior classes, just so much freaking writing. Like, I'm behind by 9 essays right now. 9 essays.
Fuck that, dude.
Ugh. I know. Oh my gosh.
9 essays, dog.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I haven't even opened it. It's because this is the thing I hate about that professors do. They give you like 10 essays or 10 whatever you need to do, and they only give you a due date.
Right.
So you have to time manage that shit yourself. Right. You know, and it's crazy because I have great time management with this, but with homework, I tend to procrastinate it because
it's not interesting. It's not like I enjoy doing this, so I'm gonna put everything I do into this. But writing an essay, fuck out of here, dog. What they talking about? Yeah. No, I get you, but it's cool that you can put all your shit on your phone. I can't do that. Like, I can't. Really? Like, everything is totally analog for me. Like, I had, like, you see my calendar, everything is up there. You see,
I'm weird. I'm both. If you go into my room, I have one of those. I have one of those because sometimes, this is great. Yeah. But sometimes I like to write things down too. So I have something like that. I have like a weekly one and and this. It sounds crazy because my sister's always like, "Oh my gosh, you don't really need all this stuff," and I'm like, "No, it's just fun."
All in here, bro. Like,
it's just fun. Like, I think it's fun. Like, I don't know.
It's pretty.
I don't know. I find that a hobby. I find that my own hobby.
Yeah, like scrappbooking or like when girls make their notes look nice.
Okay, not nice, not that.
You don't do your notes like that?
No,
bro. My notes are gorgeous. Yeah, bro. I love highlighting. Like highlighters. Yeah, I'm a highlighter bitch. 100%, bro. Highlighting's nice. I don't know, cause like. I guess it's just whatever works for you, you know, and I guess, like, that's what I figured out worked for me, was, like, just completely analog, just, like, you know, like, something I can actually do, and it's not in this, and it's, like, it's another reason why I don't want to, like, look at my phone, because, like, you know, scheduling and shit.
Yeah, but it looks better a lot on the computer, if I'm honest, because I only do that when I meet with someone, like, out of nowhere. Yeah. Like at the gym, when you were telling me, like, about... No, when was it? No, it wasn't the gym. Oh, yeah, about the podcast. If I wanted to be on it. I don't know when you asked me.
I DM'd you on that.
Oh, yeah. You see, like, that, I don't think I was in the office, so I wasn't near a laptop. So when you texted me that time, I just quickly put it in. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only time I use it there, because I really don't like how Google Calendar looks on the phone. I like how it looks like on the iPad, the desktop, and stuff. Yeah. No, but like I said, I'm weird. Like, that's cool that you can. I wish I could do that, but I can't. Like, I literally carry on a little notebook with me, just because, like, I'm. You don't get nervous about losing those notes?
I lose them all the time, bro.
Oh my
god. I lose so much shit. Like, I'm so bad. I'm so forgetful. I misplace literally everything. Like, but like, that's like. You just gotta do shit. Like, that's the only way, like, you can get over, like, if you have that issue where you're completely disorganized, you can't get shit done. It's just, like, just keep doing it, if that makes sense. Like, you just, like, where, you know, you're not supposed to, you know, you're just, like, trying to pound away a problem, but, like, sometimes, like, that's the only way of figuring shit out is just, like, boom, 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 let's, like, write that down. So, and, like, I'm, like, disorganized and organized at the same time.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Does that make sense? So, yeah, that's kind of, like, what I have to kind of combat. But, you know, after a while, you kind of just get used to it. And then you just figure out what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with, like, producing your shit. Messing with the cameras. We don't know what the fuck we were doing with the cameras, bro. I still don't. You know what I'm saying? And then you just learn. And then it just happens because you just keep doing, pounding. Same thing with soccer. You probably didn't know how to play fucking soccer at one point. Just kept going, kept playing. Now we're here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of repetition. And I think that's one thing, too, is, like, what people are afraid of is, you know, living a repetitive life. And I'm doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, that's one thing I am scared of.
Well, what's wrong with that, though? You know what I'm saying?
To me, it's like, I don't know. I just don't see myself working a 9 to 5 unless it's something I really enjoy doing, you know?
True.
And
totally agree with that.
Yeah, so, like, and also I feel like 9 to 5 really just takes your whole freaking day away. So I'd rather just have a great paying job that pays me great hourly. Yeah. With, like, a part-time job.
But some people can't achieve that, bro.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think No, that's true. That's true. But I think me personally, like, I feel like I can get to that point, especially with photography, because I'm learning a lot, you know?
Right.
And
yeah. You're kind of growing. And your pictures are not bad. Like I said, like we were talking, like they're not bad at all.
Yeah,
they're
to
really
me,
good.
yeah, I think they're decent.
Yeah.
But because I've seen a lot of, I follow a lot of photographers on my business page.
Yeah.
And honestly, after I joined photography, I didn't realize how many photographers there are in Houston.
Yes.
So many photographers.
Yeah, because I mean, there's
crazy.
a fuck ton of places to take pictures too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like that's crazy.
And it's cool because like I don't know, what are those people like? Do you know what those people are like? I've only met like a few photographers, you being one of them. So, like, do you know what? Have you collaborated in some type of way with them?
No, I have not. Let me think. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. It'd be nice though to meet.
Yeah.
But I think I'll get to that point eventually once I hit a certain like.
I feel like that business might be a little cutthroat. That's just in my personal opinion. Like these guys got to be like, because it's like. You're dealing with like, I don't know. It's a pretty expensive, business. Being a photographer.
Yeah, but I feel like you can win it back easily.
Yeah.
With the prices you set and the people you target. So.
What do you?
So I think the big thing a lot is probably like wedding photographers, quinceañeras, like main events.
Yeah.
Those photographers make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Especially when they set their like bundles up to like 1,000, 2,000.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how much people charge for graduation photos.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'd be like, okay, this price I'm gonna set, and then I'm like, okay, well then I look at other like people who are marketing their bundles.
Thousands of dollars.
Oh my gosh.
Thousands of dollars.
It's like $700 for like 2 outfit changes, 1 location. Like I'm just like, what the fuck? Like with my clients, I just tell them like just show up, easy, $75. All pictures included.
But that's cool though, because it's like you just.
But I understand why the photographers do that now though.
Yeah.
Because I've had like 2 weeks where I've had like maybe 3 sessions each week, and I'm like fucking overshooting, and now I'm stressed with like editing so many pictures and then saying they're all included, and like I have like 70 that are good, So then I understand why they're like, oh, true, you get 15 photos back this
and
time.
some
and I
people
think
print them out.
So it's to like cut time,
Right.
But
because it's a lot of manual labor, and like I said, I don't think anybody enjoys being behind a laptop or a computer for set out hours. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm pretty sure like it's draining, dude. And being in a small like I don't like I try to get out of here as much as I can, because like it's all dark. You're just, and the only light coming in from wherever it is like the laptop, you know what I'm saying? So you kind of turn into like a little bit of like a mole rat or something like that.
Yeah.
And it can get fucking draining, like real fucking draining.
Yeah. Because at the small town.
My bad.
The small town? No, you're good. At the small town, every time I wanted like a new environment, it was so easy to drive to like a local coffee shop or to the city area.
Yeah.
Or like just the campus in general. But here, like, when I want to get out, I get stressed out with the freaking driving to like a freaking coffee shop downtown. Not downtown, but like close to downtown.
Yeah.
And it's just, ugh. But,
yeah. But I think that's cool is like now, like, I like because you see a lot of developing shit around here. So that's cool. But, like, it's also like breeding new shit, like new things are coming in, like Hugo. He's opened up a store like somewhere around here.
I think Hugo's story is crazy.
He's a crazy story. We're about to do it again here.
Because like him, I remember I was in a teaching class with him, and that man looked like he doesn't not like to be there.
Yeah,
like
bro.
he just he's just there to be there, And that's nothing bad. Like obviously, sometimes school puts you in places
you don't want to be.
You don't want to be in. But who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe that's just because it was like 10:30 in the morning, and that's probably,
right.
Yeah, but I remember him talking about like that teaching wasn't really like an option he wanted to do, but he was like thinking about it or something. And then he started selling stuff at school, and then he was making money off of that. And then eventually I saw him move to like thrifting, and then I was like, dang, now he's there. Like that's crazy.
And it just shows you, it's like if you just fucking start with the smallest thing.
You just gotta start.
You just gotta start.
And then when I see him like posting all this stuff, I was like, damn, like he did that. Like I feel like happy for that person. And it's crazy because I haven't even spoken to him since before COVID, in a classroom. That's it. So it's really cool. It's really cool seeing, like, some of your classmates grow on social media and stuff.
Yeah, and just people like, what the fuck? Like, and then, like, you know, like, people just change. Like, you know, it's like, it's crazy. People actually change. Like, you know, because back then I used to be, like, a firm believer. I was like, man, people don't change. Like, people are always going to be the same person. But no, people do. Like, you know, people switch up. You know, something clicks at one point, you know, after so set time, you know. And I think that's what happened with Hugo. It's just like something clicked for him, and it's like, hey, I like. Not only that, but it's like finding something you enjoy and you're good at.
Yeah.
That's one thing too. That's I think the most important thing, because, you know, I tried so many other fucking things before I started doing this, but then it's like, oh, I found a thing that I enjoy and I'm good at it. Mm-hmm. Same thing for you, is like you found that thing that you like and, you know, you're good at it. So I think that's the main thing. But the shit about it is like you got to go through a lot just to figure that one thing out. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, people that figure that out soon are like blessed, bro. Like it's a huge fucking blessing once you figure that out. Because then the minute you figure that out, boom, you just keep going with it. You know, it's just it's cool, but it is also hard. It is hard. It's hard, I think, to stay disciplined if you're not really into it. But if you are really into what you do, like, you don't even need to worry about discipline. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Does
that make sense to you? Like, is that do you feel the same way about, like, how you do photography? Is that...
Yeah, I do. Because there's days I don't want to shoot or take pictures or anything. And it's just, you're just like, oh, just got to do it. You know? You know?
Yeah, and as you get into this, like, flow state, really, which is really cool to get to. But, like, I think it's just, it's a really wild, you know, it's really wild that, like, you see all these people, you see everybody doing whatever they're doing, and, like, to me, like, I can't help but think, it's like, bro, like these people were babies at one point, you know? It's like, like, just, like, nothing. Like, you guys are just, like, you know, like, I look at all three of us right now, it's like, bro, like, we were fucking... infants, like not knowing shit, you know, like, and like you know, I work with a lot of children, so it's like I see these little dudes and I'm looking at them, it's like, holy shit, like, this was me, like, this is where things like didn't click and did click.
Yeah, it is like that sometimes, because I have a coaching job, so I coach like I usually do the little kids. I don't really get the older kids,
right?
And it's just one-on-one trainings with soccer, and those kids, oh my gosh, it's so funny when they talk to me about how school was and this and that, and I was like, dang, like,
yeah, and they're like, it's like, y'all have no idea, bro. And like some of them be wanting to act grown and shit, and I was like, bro, just stay a kid, bro. Don't fucking try to grow up, because growing up is crazy, bro.
Hey, but nowadays I feel like, I forget, 14-year-olds be acting like 18-year-olds, and I don't know, because when I went to my sister's, because my sister does wrestling at Sice Springs. Okay. And she, I went to one of her matches or whatever. Right. Some of those kids freaking look like my age. I've had kids come up to me or like, no kids, a coach come up to me and ask me if I was a student. I was like, me? Like, I'm 21. Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, but I was like, dang, I guess I don't know, but.
Yeah, no, and it's just crazy, bro, because like these little dudes are gonna run the fucking rest of the world for us. Like, these guys are like, oh my God. You know,
have you seen, I don't know, do you use TikTok, right?
I refuse to get on TikTok, bro. I refuse. Oh, everybody's telling me, bro, like, get on TikTok. Start putting your shit on TikTok, bro.
I think it's just funny. I just think it's funny. Yeah. Like, it's just how people take so many things out of context, and like they make things small into like the biggest scandals ever, like, or like comments. It's just, to me, it's funny. It's entertaining to like just see.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Damn, like,
it's like that, like watching
people
fights.
People really be investing their time into this.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they have this. They always make these jokes about like these next generations, about like, oh, because they be using photo math in class, or doctors who be using, like, our future doctors are using Quizlet to freaking find answers on medical exams. I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, bro. Like these little dudes, and then it's like they're about to go through a whole bunch, bro. And it's like, I even talk to like I talk to a lot of like high schoolers right now too, and I interact with them, bro. And it's like, I watch the things that they say, and I was like, bro, I said that exact same shit. I've said like exactly what they've said, like down to the whole fucking sentence. And it's like, fuck, bro, y'all don't even know what's fucking about to come, like, down the line.
And then when you try to, like, tell them,
they're like, man, fuck that shit. Yeah.
They're like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you know, because my little sister in high school, oh my gosh, I'd be telling her, I was like, I was like, why do you care? Like, why do you care what you're wearing, like, right now? Like, I guarantee you, when you graduate, you're not going to see any of these people, like, anymore. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, blah, 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 blah. Like, you don't know what you're talking about.
My girlie,
like,
we're going to be best friends forever and shit like that. Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to sound grim, like, everything's going to suck, like, after you graduate, but, like...
People, I don't know, people fall apart, like...
Oh, my God, people fall apart. People fall apart,
like, this is my first time, like seeing... The first time I saw you, that was, like, the first time I saw you after, like, what, 2 years and a half?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I've never, like, thought about you or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Me
so, like,
either,
me
bro.
seeing you is like, damn, like, that's where you are now, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
No, it is crazy, bro. And it's like, and just how you're saying, like, people fall apart, bro. Like, I was telling those Andres, like, bro, like, we're entering a time in our lives that we're gonna, like, really, we're gonna be able to see it and understand, like, people going crazy. Like, motherfuckers are gonna start going crazy, bro. Like, you know, like we talk about like grim shit here too. It's like shit on the news, and it's like you every time you turn on the news, it's like some fucking husband just beat their wives or some shit like that, or something going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and they're in their 30s. They've lived double the lifetime we've already lived, and they're fucking going nuts. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know what it is what that juju is, bro, or whatever that is. But it's like I'm now like aware of it, and it's kind of scary to like start seeing, you know what I'm saying? It's like you see these people just like, you know, literally doing them, but like some of them just like some of them are like fucking destroying their lives, bro. Like really out there like not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a sad thing to see.
Yeah, it really is.
But it's like you can't do shit about it. You can't do a fucking thing, you know, and you just gotta like honestly keep rolling with it, you know. And that's what I was telling like earlier, like where I was like I kind of got numb. It's like because like I've gotten like not pretty selfish, but I've kind of like become selfish in my own way, like where like I said, like I'm in go mode, like I'm not in like I don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna fuck this, like bullshit, don't need it. Stuff over there, get rid of it, you know what I'm saying? I've kind of gotten blunt and cutthroat with some of this stuff, so as sad as it is, it's just like I gotta keep doing me because none of that shit's gonna benefit me in some type of way. Even though I want to be like some type of like superhero character, I want to be able to save everybody. I just simply can't. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it sucks, but that's just what you're gonna start seeing now. And then like you want to hang on to these friends, you want to have all these people around in your life, you know, and it just doesn't work like that, bro. Like, you know, people are gonna get on the subway and people are gonna get off, and you know, you're just gonna keep driving that fucking thing no matter what, you know. And like I said, like how you were saying, you know, we're out here meeting people, bro. Like, I've met so many people, bro. Like so many people. I didn't realize that there was this many people in the world, if that makes sense, you know. And I didn't realize that people actually thought the way they did. And there's people that are just like me out there. I'm like, holy shit, like, we're literally all the same.
Yeah,
like, we're literally all the same. It's fucking crazy. It's really fucking crazy how, like, we are all so very, very similar. Like, so fucking similar. And I'm over here thinking I'm the only Jason in the world. Like, nah. Not even, bro. Not even. It's a really cool thing to see. Yeah. But, I mean, how are you doing with, I don't know, with, like, all that, like, life, being able to see that?
Like, what do you mean, like,
what's your opinion on that, like, being able to see all that stuff that's going on right now? Like, what is your opinion on life right now?
On life right now?
Yeah.
My opinion about life
Give me a hot take. Give me something.
My opinion about life right now?
Yeah.
It's because for me, I'm in a good spot. Well, actually, kind of. I'm kind of in the questioning of my education at the moment.
Right.
So life is kind of like, I'm at this like road right now where I'm like, dang, do I want to do a fat ass U-turn and like take a different path, or should I stay here? Because I don't know if you ever heard the junior who freaking changes the whole freaking major a year before they graduate. And that's one thing I told myself the second I got into my junior year, or like my freshman year, I told myself, I'm not gonna change my major my junior year. I'm not. Right. I'm just not gonna do it. My freshman year and sophomore year, I changed my major like 7-8 times. But it didn't matter because I was taking I was taking basics, so it didn't matter really. But it came to a point where I was about to graduate with my associates, and they were like, "Hey, like you took business classes and kinesiology classes. You need to choose if you want to graduate with associates in business or associates in kinesiology." You know.
What is kinesiology again?
It's just a kinesiology degree.
What is that?
Honestly, you don't know what kinesiology is?
Dog,
like?
I'm a fucking moron.
Kinesiology is basically like, you could think of it like just sports. Like,
okay.
About the body, about how the body reacts to physical activity.
That's right. That's right. Thank you.
So,
thank you for enlightening me.
So I was like, damn, like, and I've always wanted to be a teacher. But the thing is that, like, the business side is always like, dang, like, I kind of want to be like, I really like marketing because my mom, she does marketing for this hearing aid place, and I would help her do the marketing. I was like, dang, like, I would like this, but not for like hearing aids, but like for something else. So I was always like back and forth, and I chose education, kinesiology. Well, I chose kinesiology, and then because originally I thought I wanted to like be a coach and a teacher in some type of like arts or like electives or something, and then or like in nutrition. Dude, that's what I kind of wanted to do. And then I went to this new school, and I was like, dang. During the summer, I was like, dang, nah, I want to do entrepreneurship. I want to do business. So then I apply as a business major. You know, I get some credits from, I graduated with that associates, but I had business classes on there, so they transferred. And then, you know, I don't know where I'm like, God, nah, I'm gonna change my mind. Like, I'm gonna just stick to education, stick to that road. That's it. And then now I got the job at the university, and now I'm like learning like marketing things, and then I have my own business, and I'm like Googling and trying to figure out ways to like market myself, you know. And I'm like, damn, like fuck, like I.
And
so now I'm trying to switch back.
I think why you might be freaking out is because like you have this, like you have a cut, like after 4 years, like that's it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like right now, I'm like coaching / teaching whatever at my job that I work once a week, and then I'm doing like marketing 4 times a week, and then on business I'm doing my marketing for my business. Right. So, but yeah, I'm gonna hit that road where I'm gonna have to choose.
You have to choose.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to choose with, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but then and then I was talking to I actually did a photo session for one of the, like I told you, one of the higher ups for a newsletter for the school. Okay. And he just randomly started asking me these questions about my major and stuff, and I told him the dilemma that I'm in, and then he was like, why don't you just double major? And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, double major?
That's crazy.
I don't know why I did not think of that shit. Yeah. I did not think of that shit. Bro. It's simple. And then he was like, I was like, that's gonna delay me though from graduating. He's like, yeah, but who cares if you graduate in 2024? Like,
who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
Like,
nobody.
Really?
He's like, no one's gonna care. Like, you're just delayed by a year. That's probably gonna go by like this.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, just double major. I mean, you look like you already have business classes from your associates, so.
So what's it gonna hurt you to like?
Yeah, to stay in school for 1 more year. And I was like, fuck. God. Like,
and it kind of gives you like I got time. You get like a little bit of window.
And then he's like, and it opens doors for you because you have you have a bachelor's in education and a bachelor's in marketing. So I was like, dang. I was like, so I think I'm gonna double major, but I don't know yet. We're still gonna see because obviously paying for school, you know.
And it's like, bro, like you're in your 20s, dog. You're not even 25 yet, dog, and you have all this going for you. Yeah. So that's really cool, you know what I'm saying? So just imagine going through with, okay, let's say you can go through with anything you decide to go through with, right? But imagine what other doors gonna open on, you know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like at this time in our lives, bro, like we should be trying to do every single thing we can like do, if that makes sense. Like try a billion things and fuck up at all of them until like that one thing works. That one thing, like oh shit, this is it. This is what I'm gonna continue on with like for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's good. I think that's really good that you're doing that, dude. Because like I think I would rather have that than like have no doors opening up for me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's our problem. I think I feel like I'm in the same boat where like I have way too many fucking doors that are open for me, and then like I have too many opportunities to choose from, and it's like now I don't know what to choose. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's good. That's really good, bro. But at the same time, like I feel like someone told me this, like by the time you're 30, bro, Like the minute you hit 30, dog, like that's when you should. That's the day you start your actual career. Like that's when everything continues on, because after that, you know, you don't want to be like still questioning what should I be doing by the time you're 35. Like fuck that, bro. Like no, like I'm trying to be a millionaire before then. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck that, because you know, you don't want to be doing that shit. You don't want to be questioning shit too long, bro, because it really is a bit of a it's a bit demeaning, like not demeaning, what is the word, discouraging when you're waiting too long.
Yeah,
you wait too long, bro, like this, you can't,
you create this comfort area
mm-hmm.
in your life that you don't want to step out of.
Yeah,
that's
like,
I think that's what's bad, because one of my sisters, she's in that comfort area.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
And then you get sucked in it, and then it's like, and then
it's hard to get out.
And then boom, you're 30. It's like, what the fuck did I do spending all that time? So crazy shit. But this is fun. Yeah. This is good. This is a good one. I had fun. Yeah. Thanks for coming in, bro. This is tight. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, it was good. I was a little nervous in the beginning, you know, kind of lost my train of thought in a little bit.
It happens, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. It's all good. No, this is fun. Like I said, I appreciate you coming in and talking all this stuff and just speaking out. And like, you know, I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there that just like kind of needs to hear what you just said and hear what I just said. Just like, hey, like, get your shit together. Let's do it. Let's live life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No. It's good, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll talk soon.
All right.
Pieces. Ta-ta, bitches. Yeah.